program will walk across the field at Spartan Stadium to receive their diploma and begin their lives as adults and graduates. Our hopes for each of you are that upon leaving us, you will find happiness and fulfillment in your chosen educational and career paths, as well as your personal lives. We look forward to your return visits to campus, when we anticipate learning about the ways you're not only succeeding, but also contributing to your community, whatever that may be. Perhaps one day you will return as a Hall of Famer, where we'll recognize you for your accomplishments as our honorees are doing today. The selection of recipients to the Hall of Fame is not an easy task. I want to thank the committee for their diligence and reflection in selecting this year's inductees, who represent the very best in the fields of education, arts and entertainment, government, and athletics. To our inductees, welcome back and congratulations. Thank you for setting an example for our students and for contributing to your communities in ways that are both meaningful and lasting. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Joe Ferraro, Chairman of the Hall of Fame Committee and our Athletic Director.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the warm welcome, Dr. Rittenhouse. Again, my name is Joe Ferraro, and I have the privilege of serving as the Springfield Township High School Athletic Director and the Chairman of the Hall of Fame. It's truly an honor to welcome you all here today as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of the Springfield Township High School's alumni. The mission of our Hall of Fame is to preserve the rich history of our school and to honor the legacy of those who have made a profound impact on our community. Inductees are selected from a wide range of categories, including athletics, arts and entertainment, business, education, government, law and public service, medicine and science, and service to our community. Whether they're alumni, teachers, administrators, or staff members, each honoree embodies the excellence that has left an indelible mark on Springfield Township High School. Today's inductees will receive a commemorative plaque, which are proudly displayed in our main lobby outside of these auditorium doors, ensuring that their contributions are remembered and celebrated for generations to come. To help us honor these outstanding individuals, we are joined by Senior Class President Asher Dahlgren and Junior Class President Kedar Moore, who will introduce each of our inductees this morning. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Senior Class President Asher Dahlgren to introduce our first inductee.
Thank you and good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce a true hero whose life of service and leadership continues to inspire us all. Today, we induct the late General Martin Berndt into the Springfield Township High School Hall of Fame. General Berndt's 36 years of active duty service in the United States Marine Corps exemplify the highest ideals of courage, commitment, and selflessness. He played a pivotal role in one of the most celebrated military operations of our time, leading the 1995 rescue mission of U.S. Air Force Captain Scott O'Grady. Captain O'Grady's harrowing survival story after his F-16C was shot down over Bosnia became the inspiration for the film Behind Enemy Lines. A 1969 graduate of Westchester University, General Berndt began his Marine Corps journey through the Officer Candidate Program, earning his commission as second lieutenant upon graduation. From the jungles of Vietnam to the corridors of NATO strategy, General Berndt served with distinction. He held key leadership roles across the globe, including command of the U.S. Marine Corps forces in the Atlantic, Europe, and South, U.S. Marine Corps bases, Atlantic, and the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit. His accolades include the Defense Superior Service Medal, the Legion of Merit, the Joint Meritorious Service Medal, and numerous others, each a testament to his extraordinary dedication and valor. Even after retiring in 2005, General Berndt continued his service as a mentor and consultant in conflict zones such as Iraq and Afghanistan. Tragically, General Martin Berndt passed away in 2011, but his legacy of leadership, service, and sacrifice lives on. Today we honor not only his remarkable military career, but also the values he embodied: integrity, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to others. Please join me in celebrating the life and the legacy of General Martin Berndt, a true American hero and a proud addition to our Hall of Fame. Please welcome to the stage Marine Corps Sergeant Jimenez to accept this award on behalf of the General. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Staff Sergeant Slev. I am on the behalf of the Marine Corps Recruiting Substation Tun Tavern down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm representing on Lieutenant General Martin L. Burton with his parallel strength of leadership embodying to values of duty, honor, and sacrifice, his unwilling commitment to our nation's security and well-being of his people that he left an embodiment mark to those to keep pushing forward. Through his guidance, he found not only as a leader, but more as a symbol of, symbol of resilience and integrity of his legacy to continue those who served, has served, and is currently serving at this moment. It reminds us that a price of peace and freedom, and we owe him a debt of gratitude that words cannot describe. Rest easy, Marine, Semper Fi, and that is it.
Thank you, Asher, and congratulations, General. Please welcome Keto R. Moore, Junior Class President, who will introduce our second inductee.
Hi, everyone. Next, we're going to honor our distinguished Springfield Township High School alumna, whose remarkable career exemplifies leadership, innovation, and a profound dedication to education. A proud graduate of our school, Dr. Angela N. Campbell has spent over 2 decades as a transformative educator, executive leader, and advocate for equality and excellence in higher education. Dr. Campbell's accomplishments are vast and deeply impactful. She was recently recognized as Pennsylvania's Higher Education Trailblazers in the City and State magazine, May 2024 issue. A testament to her visionary work as the founder and CEO of Presence Power for Success, LLC, she has revolutionized the approach to institutional culture, though through her presence, power, mental fitness, and groundbreaking belonging paradigm. Her work transcends traditional DEI framework, empowering leaders and teams to create equability, human-centered cultures, and excellence. As executive consultant, Dr. Campbell currently leads efforts to establish a Center for Urban Education at Temple University, overseeing 10 grant-funded programs that provide educational opportunities to Philadelphia's diverse community. Previously, she served as a Calbrini University, what's that word? Huh? Inaugural. I think I said that right. Okay. Vice President of Mission, DEI, and Belonging, integrating equality-driven solutions across the institution and co-founding the Center of Urban Education, Equality, and Improvement. Dr. Campbell's academic credentials are as impressive as her career. She holds a PhD in Urban Education from Temple University, a Master in Arts and Speech Communication in the University of Maryland, and a Bachelor in Arts in Human Communication from LaSalle University. She also completed Executive Leadership Education at Carnegie Mellon University. Beyond her professional achievements, Dr. Campbell is a gifted keynote speaker and a life coach who inspires others and leads with integrity, joy, and purpose. Her expertise in culturally responsive education, charter schools, and programs for young women has empowered countless individuals to reach their full potential. Dr. Angela Ann Campbell's journey began right here in Montgomery County, and today we celebrate her legacy as an alumna who brought dedication to her life and making a difference. Please join me in welcoming Dr. and Angela Campbell to the Springfield Township Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Kadar, for sharing the biography. Thank you, Mr. Ferraro, and the Hall of Fame Induction Committee. Thank you, Dr. Rittenhouse, as well, and all of you for this great honor. I have remarks, but I think what I want to do most is just express my profound gratitude to the source of all life that's given me life and opportunity to be here. Thankful for my parents, Sadie Campbell, Alfred Campbell, who is now deceased. I stand here today with 10,000 ancestors, and all of us do. I'm thankful for my grandparents. I'm thankful for my family, my children who are here. I'm thankful for my Uncle Walt, who stands with Aunt Nellie, who's now an ancestor. I'm thankful for my mentors, like Dr. Carol Etlin. I'm thankful for my peers, like her son Jim Etlin, and the members of the Multicultural Parents Association, where together many of us led the charge to incorporate culturally responsive pedagogy here at Springfield in the curriculum. Those seeds were planted in 2016, and that MPA organization is still standing. I wanted to share just a short story, since this week we lost a great poet, Nikki Giovanni, who was a great inspiration to me, and I just want to share this with all of you. I look out into your beautiful faces, and I see beauty and brilliance, and I see a future for this country because of you. And I want you to know that those of us that stand here and receive awards are just an inkling of what you will be experiencing in your lives. So when I was a little girl, on many Sundays, I was in the car with a good friend of mine, and her father was the pastor of a church in South Philadelphia. And he would play Nikki Giovanni's Truth is on Its Way from 1971. And she would recite her poetry to the backdrop of riveting gospel music, which are now classics. And in one of her poems, All I Gotta Do, she would say, all I gotta do is sit and wait, and sit and wait, wait for it to find me, 'cause I'm a woman. Her poetry led me to ask new questions about what it means to be a black woman, what it means to be a human being. And my journey was strengthened here at Springfield High School with a powerful English teacher that strengthened my resolve to write poetry and to read books that were in the canon and books that were not in the canon. And she was practicing culturally relevant pedagogy before we even had a word for it. She let me read what I wanted to read and write what I wanted to write. And I appreciate her. And that formidable beginning of strengthening my ability to communicate in spoken and written word happened right here in Springfield Township High School. And I will always be forever grateful for the educational foundation that I received right here in Springfield and Montgomery County. I want to leave you with just this simple message, being inspired by Nikki Giovanni. You don't have to sit and wait to be found, to be seen, to be understood. The only reason you need to sit and wait is to hear your own voice that tells you what to do and to follow that voice. But for everything else, get up, Get going, shine your light, and lead your course, and leave a legacy. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for having me here today. Go Springfield Spartans!
Thank you, Kedar, and congratulations, Dr. Campbell. Please welcome back Asher, who will introduce our third inductee.
Thank you once again, everybody. Catherine Lacey Hoover, a 1955 graduate of Springfield Township High School, is a world-renowned composer, flutist, and trailblazer for women in the arts. Her passion for music was sparked at the age of 3 when she first heard a Mozart recording, and her artistic journey began in earnest with piano lessons at age 5 and flute lessons at 8. Even as a child, Catherine displayed extraordinary musical ability, including developing perfect pitch, which her parents nurtured through their unwavering support. During her time at Springfield, Catherine's musical talents shone brightly. She performed in bands, vocal ensembles, and regional honors groups, including the Eastern Pennsylvania State Band. These early experiences laid the foundation for her exceptional career in music. Catherine went on to study at the Eastman School of Music, where she majored in music theory and earned the prestigious Performer's Certificate in Flute, distinguishing herself as both a composer and a flutist under the guidance of renowned mentors like Joseph Mariano. As a composer, Catherine's works resonate deeply with audiences worldwide. Her iconic piece, Kokopelli, inspired by Native American culture, earned international acclaim and established her as a distinctive voice in modern music. Her compositions have been performed at prestigious venues, including the Kennedy Center, and have been recorded by leading orchestras. Catherine's achievements have garnered numerous accolades, such as the Academy Award in Music from the American Academy of Arts, and letters and the title of Composer of the Year from the New York Music Teachers Association. Beyond her creative achievements, Catherine was a staunch advocate for women in the arts. She organized pioneering festivals to spotlight female composers, worked tirelessly to promote their contributions, and served as composer in residence for significant events. Her legacy also includes founding Papagena Press to publish her work and share her voice with a broader audience. Catherine Lacey Hoover's lifelong dedication to music, innovation, and advocacy has left an indelible mark on the world of arts and continues to inspire future generations. Her remarkable journey reflects a legacy of brilliance, courage, and the transformative power of music. Thank you.
Accepting the award on Catherine's behalf is her son, Norman Schwab.
Well, this is perfect because I tried to write all that stuff down and didn't realize that they were going to read it for me, so I can pretty much tear this up, and it's great. But I just have a couple of fun quotes for you. So in case you were wondering what the yearbook looked like in 1955, there we go. This is the 1955 yearbook. So I'll start out with this. Thank you very much for this honor. I'm happy to receive it on my mother's behalf. I know she would have been thrilled. She and I did not speak much about her high school experience, so I've had to read up about it in her yearbook. I have 3 quick quotes. Oop, these little tabs, there we go. Kay, best of everything to a real swell gal. Congratulations on all those awards. Be good, love Mary. Lots of luck on your flute. See you at Carnegie Hall. I like that one. Love Alice. And then where was the last one here? Oh, wrong side. Good luck to a swell gal, Glenn. Okay. I guess she was a swell gal. I'm not surprised to find that out, that she was involved in just about everything. She was in band, she was in the school play, she was in the honor society, she was in the Thespians, and she was on the hockey squad. She was the goalie on the field hockey team. She spoke of the camaraderie and sportsmanship of the players. Girls from both teams would call penalties on themselves in order to keep the game moving forward. Her principal at the time, who I'm sorry, I don't know his name, was a former chemistry teacher, and at some point she asked him for help with an especially difficult oxygen redox equation. I assume this took place in a meeting of some kind. A couple of days later, she was paged over the PA system to report to the principal's office, and truthfully, she was nervous. When she arrived, he told her, "I solved the equation." The one thing that wasn't mentioned in the bio was when she was here, she was in a girl group that they formed. These 5 girls from, I guess from the middle school, formed a singing group called the Quintones, and they were together for all 4 years of high school, and they went on local TV, and they did professional gigs, and they were at every one of this type of gathering. And so it says in here, I just wanted to read it real quick, there's just a sentence. They began in the 8th grade, and through hard work, they have since become one of Springfield's finest musical groups, performing on amateur TV shows and even doing professional work. Under the direction of Mr. Lilly, the Quintones have become one of the highlights of our assemblies, and no performance would seem complete without their breathtaking blend of harmonies. I was so proud of her. They cut a record, so if you ever hear a Mr. Sandman on the radio, you'll know you're listening to her. Anyway, so that's about it. I had a whole bunch of stuff about her schooling and all that stuff. I'm going to skip all that and just say she was a lifelong learner, constantly curious, always seeking to understand more about the world around her. She instilled in me and many others the importance of education as a tool for self-improvement, and she led by example, showing us that learning never ends. Her legacy lives on in her 3 grandchildren, who are all involved in the music world. I was going through some old keepsakes after she passed, and I found her Thespian Society pins. She would have been so proud to know that her youngest granddaughter would go on, to be the president of her chapter of the Thespians. So, on behalf of my family, I want to thank the committee, the faculty, and the students for this incredible recognition. My mother would be so proud to be here today, celebrated by the very institution that helped shape her into the woman she became. This honor is not just for her, it's for all of us who carry her memory with us every day. Late in life, she published a book of poetry that she had been writing since she was a teenager, but never shared with anyone. I leave you with one of these poems. Music, my love, you spoke to me as a child, watering the desert of my heart. Beckoning with urgency, you took my soul for your own. Music, my love, you speak to me of lofty mansions, of intricate structures, of richness, of austerity, of dreams and stories, heroic and intimate. Music, my love, you have brought me to endless gardens of blossoms, trees, cactus, and stone. Wherever I look, you are there. Music, my love, you sing out in cathedrals built for one who does not speak to me as you do. Music, my love, you have taken my hand in sorrow and led me from darkness. You have taught me grace and forgiveness. Music, my love, you whisper to me of paradise. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Congratulations. There you go. And there's the Thespian school. Yeah, and then there's a Thespian school right there.
Thank you, Asher, and congratulations, Norman and Catherine. Please welcome back Kedar, who will introduce our fourth and final inductee.
Next, we're going to honor a truly extraordinary... My bad. Next, we're going to honor a truly extraordinary individual whose impact on Springfield athletics is etched in history. A proud member of the class 2015, Chris Stone distinguished himself as a dominant force in both track and field as well as football in his high school years. On the football team, Chris was a 4-year varsity athlete who was an instrumental leader for the Spartans. As a part of the undefeated 2011 district champion team, he contributed one of the most memorable seasons in the program history. In 2014, as quarterback, he led the team to yet another district title, showcasing his leadership and competitiveness. In track and field, Chris's list of accomplishments are nothing short of astonishing. Over the 4 years, he's captured 4 individual District 1 titles across events, including long jump, high jump, pole vault, and javelin. His efforts also led Springfield to a team district championship in 2015. On the state stage, Chris earned 5 individual state championships and 5 state runner-up finishes, helping Springfield secure back-to-back men's team track and field state championships in 2014 and 2015. His performances shattered records and raised the bar for future student athletes. Chris was one of the top American high jumpers in the 2014 Penn Relay Carnival and set the Suburban 1 high jump record at 6 feet and 9 inches and broke the District 1 pole vault record at 15 feet 9 inches. By the end of his high school career, he had 9 school records across indoor and outdoor track and field. Chris continued his athletic journey to Auburn University. Competing in the decathlon, he set the freshman decathlon record, served as the 3-year team captain, and achieved a 3rd-place finish in the SEC championships. Earning second-team all-conference honors, Chris Stone has continued to give back to our high school and can be found coaching our football, indoor, and outdoor track and field teams. Today, we honor Chris not only for his remarkable achievements, but also for his dedication, leadership, passion he has brought to every endeavor. Congratulations, Chris Stone.
Ooh. All right, first off, I want to thank everyone who had a part in putting me into the Hall of Fame. I want to thank Coach Shelley for not only being an awesome football coach, but for putting in the effort he did into trying to get me to stay here at Springfield. I want to thank all my track coaches here at Springfield, but most importantly, Mizzou, for allowing me to practice with my dad my entire career, who was coaching at that other school across the street. There are very few coaches who would be willing to let an athlete practice entirely somewhere else and still put on the uniform and care for them and their success like you did for me. I also want to thank all my teammates I had during my time here. As an individual sport, track can be, nothing truly great can be done alone. Most importantly, I want to thank my family for the overwhelming support from when I started sports as a child to the end. Thank you to my Uncle Chris for putting a javelin into a jumper's hand and endlessly telling me how good I can be at that event. Thank you to my brother Brendan for being the best older brother a kid could ever ask for letting me hang out and play in the backyard with his friends even though I was 4 years younger and probably extremely annoying, for letting me practice with a CYO basketball team and even suit up during those games, for the endless push-up, pull-up, and plank competitions on our living room floor, and all the races down the street that helped make me the athlete I became. And to my mom, my biggest fan, I thank you for doing everything in your power to make my life the best it possibly could be. I can count on one hand how many games, meets, or events you missed of mine during my career. No matter how nervous I made you, when I competed, you were always there for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And finally, my coach, my role model, and one of my best friends, the man I'm lucky enough to call Dad. I'm not up here without you. He taught me everything a young aspiring athlete needed to be taught. This man showed me how to work hard, how to be dedicated to something, to stay humble, and most importantly, to never quit. I can't thank you enough for playing the biggest part in the making of a Hall of Fame career. 14 years ago, there was no doubt where I was going to high school, and it was not Springfield. I was going to follow my brother's path and go where my dad was coaching. As 8th grade was coming to an end, something just didn't feel right about it. I remember writing in an old notebook because I was too afraid to tell my dad that I was going to stay at Springfield and become the greatest athlete to ever walk through these halls. I eventually broke my dad's heart and let him know, and it did not go over well at first. But I knew my mind was made up. I wanted to be different. I wanted to prove something. I wanted to show that the best athletes don't have to go somewhere else to be successful. Springfield doesn't have to be looked down upon. I came here on a mission to prove that you can make it to the highest level of college athletics from small school Springfield. And after 12 individual district titles, 3 team district titles, 5 individual state championships, and back-to-back team state championships, 9 school records, and a freshman record at Auburn University, and second-team honors in the greatest track and field conference in the country, the SEC, I would say I did just that. Now my career is over, but my legacy at this school is just getting started. I will continue to give back to the school I love so much and give everything I have to being a better coach than I was an athlete for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the members of the Hall of Fame committee. They put a lot of time in. Dr. Yannicone, our superintendent, doesn't miss an event here. Dr. Scragan, Mr. LaRocco, Mr. Ferraro, Chris Shelley, Jessica Linus, Marlene Thornton, Chris Mazurk, all graduates from the high school here. I'd also like to thank all of our guests, the staff, students. You did a great job today. I'm always proud of you and our four inductees. I'd like to congratulate this year's inductees, General Martin Burnt, Dr. Angela Campbell, Catherine Lacey Hoover, and Chris Stone. Please join me in one final round of applause for our Hall of Fame class of 2024. If you would like to say hello to any of our inductees or take a picture, please do so. And I have a special holiday bonus for you all today. I'm always giving back. You may return to D Block right now. Thank you very much.
Great job. That was good. Great job. Thank you. You did great. Go give Stone a hard time.